I'm Simone. I'll talk about the goal, personas, and our solution. Vamsi will talk about the iterative design process. Asher and Aditya will talk about the changes from December 4th feedback. We focus on United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 15, Life on Land. We focus on sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems through farming. We have two main personas. The head farmer is represented by Michael Anderson. His main pain point is that it's difficult to track what needs to be done and who's doing it. The second persona is the farmhand. He's represented by Dan Miller. His main pain point is that he often has to wait between tasks to find out what to do next, and he ends up staying late. There must be a solution that can help both Michael and Dan. HarvestOps is a mobile-based farm management app. Michael is able to see a completed list of work that needs to be done on the farm, who's completing the work, and the status of each task throughout the day. Dan can see what has been assigned to him and update status as he's working. Everyone can use the chat function to stay in communication, and there's a map to help farmhands get around. Next, Vamsi will talk about the iterative design process.
Based on feedback we received from the paper prototypes, we made 4 big changes. The first one's on the head farmer homepage, where we changed the icons at the bottom, and we also added the names. In the farmhand task page, we added status bar for each task, and we also added the ability to assign each task to farmhands. On the edit page, we made sure that system generates the default password for the farmhand, which he can later change, rather than the head farmer assigning it due to security issues. On the farmhand chat page, we added the ability for farmhand to chat with other farmhands and not just the head farmer.
Now we're going to talk about the Figma prototypes and the changes we made based on the feedback from December 4's usability testing. I'm currently running the prototype for the head farmer, Michael Anderson. On the home page, the options he has are to communicate with, manage tasks for, or manage the farmhands. Based on the received feedback, we improved the layout of the home page by designing bigger and more intuitive icons and moving the few farmhands icon to the upper right hand corner to make it less prominent. The head farmer can list the hired farmhands or create profiles for new hires. The users were worried about the head farmer having access to the farmhand password, so now we have a temporary password system generated that is mailed to the farmhand instead. You can also check out their individual profiles, edit their details without a password this time, or remove them from the system entirely. Also, we added a form to add details about why the farmhand was exactly fired for future references. Back on the home page, Michael can view the status of tasks and assign new ones to the farmhands. The users mentioned the lack of certainty about which fields were important in task creation, so we added an asterisk to clarify that. You can also delete the completed ones and edit the task details as well. Michael is also able to chat with any farmhand to get progress about tasks or inform them of anything in general. We also added a keyboard for more interactive design.
The other prototype is a different view of the app for our other persona, the farmhand Dan Miller. For consistency purpose, most of the design elements are same for both the apps, especially the chat page. The previous feedback and changes apply here too. In homepage, instead of listing the farmhands, Dan can only view his own profile and edit details in case he ever needs to update anything. On the task page, Dan can filter tasks based on their status or update the status of the assigned tasks. The farmhands, being the ones who actually do most of the labor on the fields, also have a map provided to them to help them navigate around different barns, regions, etc. A user mentioned that including a more detailed map with marked regions or buildings for farm-specific stuff like a pen, shed, etc. will be more helpful. That's all. Thank you.